Hello, and welcome. Today, let's explore something that might surprise you and resonate deeply. You may not realize it, but when someone important to you feels your absence, the impact can run far deeper than you'd expect. Let's uncover how the energy we share, the emotions we imprint, and the connections we forge influence the way others experience loss and longing in profound and unexpected ways. Human relationships are more than just physical proximity or shared experiences. They are energetic exchanges that leave traces in the emotional and mental landscapes of the people we connect with. When you're in someone's life, you influence their thoughts, emotions, and even their physiology. You may think of these interactions as fleeting, but they leave a lasting imprint. The absence of your energy can create a void that the other person struggles to fill, even if they don't fully understand why. Have you ever noticed how someone's presence can completely shift your mood, or how a simple conversation with them can leave you feeling uplifted or at peace? That's the power of connection. When you're gone, the space you once occupied is deeply felt. This is not just about love or affection, it's about the influence you have on the energetic fabric of their life. Even small, seemingly insignificant interactions can carry tremendous weight. Think about how your absence might ripple through someone else's world. It's not just about the conversations that are no longer happening or the physical presence that's missing. It's about the subtle ways your energy filled a space in their life, a space that is now left unoccupied. They may not even realize the extent of this until they start to feel that loss deeply. It could manifest as a vague sense of unease, a lingering sadness, or even a yearning they can't quite put into words. Let's consider what's happening on a physiological level. Our interactions with others shape our brains and our emotions. When you spend time with someone, your brain forms neural pathways associated with their presence. These pathways light up when you think of them, see them, or even hear their voice. When you're no longer there, those pathways remain, but they're no longer activated in the same way. This can create a sense of disconnection or emptiness that feels almost physical. The emotional impact of your absence can be even more pronounced if your relationship involves deep care or trust. The deeper the bond, the greater the sense of loss. It's not just about missing the person, it's about missing the sense of safety, joy, or understanding they brought into your life. This is why some people find it so hard to move on after losing someone they care about. They're not just grieving the loss of the person, they're grieving the loss of the energy and emotional support that person provided. Now, this isn't to say that you're responsible for how others feel in your absence. Everyone has the power to heal and fill their own voids. But understanding the impact of your energy can help you appreciate just how meaningful your presence is in the lives of those around you. It's a reminder that your existence matters deeply, even if you don't always see it. If you're on the receiving end of someone's absence, it can feel overwhelming. You might catch yourself replaying moments, wondering why the loss feels so sharp. This is where self-awareness and emotional resilience come into play. Recognize that these feelings are natural. They're evidence of the depth of your connection and the impact of shared energy. One of the most powerful things you can do is cultivate gratitude for the experiences you shared with that person. Instead of focusing solely on the absence, shift your attention to the moments of joy, learning, and growth that came from your connection. This doesn't diminish the pain, but it helps you anchor yourself in the value of what you had, rather than getting lost in the loss. It's also important to create space for healing. This means allowing yourself to process your emotions without judgment. Whether it's journaling, talking to a trusted friend, or simply sitting with your feelings, give yourself permission to feel the full spectrum of emotions that come with loss. The more you allow yourself to feel, the more you'll be able to release. Note that loss isn't just about endings. It's also about beginnings. When someone leaves your life, it creates an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. You have the chance to explore who you are without their influence and to build a stronger connection with yourself. While this might feel uncomfortable at first, it's a powerful way to reclaim your energy and step into your own power. For the person who feels your absence, their journey is similar. They're navigating a world without the energy and presence you once provided. This can be a catalyst for their growth as well. It's a reminder that while connections are incredibly valuable, they're not the sole source of fulfillment or happiness. True fulfillment comes from within, and sometimes, the absence of someone else's energy is what it takes to rediscover your own. Let's pause and reflect on this. How often do we truly recognize the impact we have on others? The way we make someone feel, the space we hold for them, the energy we bring into their lives, these are profound gifts. They're not always visible, but they're always felt. When you understand this, you start to see yourself in a new light. You realize that your presence matters, not because of what you do, but simply because of who you are. If you've ever doubted your worth or questioned whether your presence makes a difference, let this be a reminder: you are more impactful than you know. The way others feel your absence is a testament to the energy you bring into their lives. And that energy is unique to you. No one else can replicate it. No one else can fill the space you occupy. Loss, in any form, can be a difficult and complex emotion to navigate. Often, we assume that we carry the weight of it alone, but that's far from the truth. It might be challenging to see at first, but the truth is, loss doesn't just affect you in isolation, it reverberates outward, influencing everyone around you. In ways that may not always be obvious, your loss is felt by your loved ones, colleagues, and even strangers. It spreads through the energy you project and the way your presence shifts the space around you. Even when you're not talking about your grief, people can pick up on it. The way you speak, the way you carry yourself, and how you interact with others, these things all reflect your emotional state, and those around you can sense the change. But what happens when you begin to process your loss? What happens when you start to heal? The transformation, or rather, the adjustment to life after loss, doesn't happen in a vacuum. It affects everyone. Your healing process is not a personal journey only, it is collective. When you begin to heal, it gives permission for others to heal too. It's as though by healing, you lift up those around you, encouraging them to process their own feelings of loss or grief. It's a subtle ripple effect that often goes unnoticed but is just as powerful as the initial loss itself. You might wonder, how can this be possible? How can my healing influence others when I'm the one going through the pain? It comes down to energy. Emotions are contagious. You may not see it, but your emotional state impacts others. The way you work through your feelings, the way you talk about your grief, and the energy you bring into a room can have a lasting effect on those around you. Just as a negative emotional atmosphere can bring down the mood in a group, a positive, healing energy can uplift everyone in the space. Grief can feel like a solitary experience, but it doesn't have to be. Loss is a universal feeling, and when we come together to support each other, we can find healing in the most unexpected places. Your loss can be an opportunity for connection, not just with yourself but with others as well. As you process your emotions and heal, you'll discover that your journey is intertwined with the journeys of those around you. Together, you'll move through grief, supporting each other along the way. So, as you move forward, take a moment to honor the connections you have. Cherish the relationships that bring light into your life and recognize the value you bring to others. And if you're feeling the weight of someone's absence, know that it's okay to grieve, to heal, and to grow. It's all part of the human experience, and it's what makes our connections so beautiful and meaningful. Every interaction, every shared moment, every connection, they all matter. And so do you.